Hey there, my friend. Welcome back to Caspian Arbi. How are you feeling today? Are you feeling energetic? Are you happy? How are you feeling today? So, my friend, actually, today we're learning very important topic together. But before we learn, do watch my previous videos. Watch my lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, lesson 4 as well. Okay? So now today this is our what? Lesson 5. Are you ready for that? So if you're ready, let's get started. Now, my friend, imagine this. Okay, imagine, think. Okay, you wake up in the morning. Okay, what is the first thing you do? What do you do when you wake up in the morning? What is the first thing? Number one, okay, I wake up and I go to bathroom and what? I brush my teeth. I brush my teeth every morning. Okay? Now, think about your friend. What's your best friend's name? Like Lily, Maria, Alisa. What is your best friend's name? Think about it. Okay? Let's call her Lily. Okay? Lily is my best friend. All right? And Lily likes dogs. Okay? And Lily walks her dog every day. Lily walks her dog after school every day. Okay? So, what are these all? These all are our, routines or the things that we do every day or once a week. Yes? So, for example, every day I wake up and I brush my teeth, I wash my face, I have my breakfast, yes, then I go to work, yeah, I work every day, I eat every day, I see my family every day. So these are our what? Routines, okay? So today we're learning how we can talk about our routines in English. And you know that tense? I'm sure you heard this before. So today we're talking about simple present tense. All right, my friend. Now look at the board and watch me super carefully. Here we have a text, okay? The name of the text, what? My daily routine. But whose daily routine is this? Let's check together. So I'll read this for you. Hi there, my name is Alex. So we're going to read about Alex's, remember, daily routine. Okay? Hi there, my name is Alex. And I want to tell you about my daily routine. My daily routine, it means what I do like every day. Okay, daily routine, day, Monday, Tuesday, every day what I do. I will tell you now. So, I am a student. My day usually starts early in the morning. Early, like 6 o'clock, maybe 7 o'clock, okay? Every day I wake up at 6:30 a.m. 6:30 in the morning. All right? I always set my alarm clock to make sure I don't oversleep. Alarm clock, here I'll put the picture. I don't oversleep. It means I don't sleep a lot. Okay? I set my alarm so that I can wake up early in the morning. If I don't set my alarm, I sleep a lot. Not 6:30, maybe 10, okay? So, then I get out of bed and head straight to the bathroom. Remember bathroom from our last class. So, what does he do in the bathroom? He says, I brush my teeth, I brush my teeth and wash my face. After that, I go to the kitchen. Kitchen? Right, okay. I go to the kitchen to have what? To have my breakfast with my family. We usually eat eggs, toast, and drink some orange juice. Please follow the pictures as well. I love spending time with them in the morning. Saying, I love sitting with them, talking to them, eating with them every day. Okay? Next, I leave for school at 7:30 a.m. I leave for school. I leave home for the school. It means I go to school. Okay? I walk to the bus stop. My school bus picks me up. So, how does he go to school? By bus. Okay? By school bus. What time does school start? School starts at 8 a.m. And I have classes until the afternoon. From morning till afternoon, he has classes. All right? In the afternoon, let's see what he does in the afternoon. I have some free time to play with my friends. We often play football in the park and so much fun. When I get home, I do my homework. I like to finish it before dinner, so I have more time to relax. So I finish my homework, then I have my dinner set. Okay? In the evening, my family and I have dinner together. They eat, all right? We talk about our day and share some stories. After dinner, I usually watch some movies, some films. Where? On TV. I watch some movies on TV before going to bed. I go to sleep around 11 p.m. Okay, so basically, this was about Alex's routine. Okay, Alex's daily routine. Now, we saw so many sentences. There are so many sentences in the text, my friend. And did you pay attention? Did you see that all sentences are in simple present tense? Why? Because Alex is talking about general things, his routine, okay, his habits. So if you are talking about general things, okay, not now, not in the past, not in the future, but general routine habits, then we need to use simple present tense. Okay, we said simple present tense, simple present tense, simple present tense. But how can we use this? Let's check together. Now, my friend, look. Now I will take some sentences, okay, from the text together. First, let me clean my board. Now, look at this, my friend. Alex says, every day I wake up at 6 a.m. I wake up at 6 a.m. This is a perfect simple present tense. Let me write it here for you. I wake up at 6:30. Okay, I wake up at 6:30. This is our first example. Next one. I brush my teeth and wash my face every day or every morning. Okay, so let's write. I brush my teeth and wash my face. Let's try to find one more sentence. Here it is. Let's say, I walk to the bus stop. Okay, or you can say, I have classes. I have some free time. I do my homework. You know, there are so many. So let's write, I do my homework. I do my homework when I get home. I do my homework. So these three sentences are, where did I take them from? From the text. Okay, we can see them all in the text. Now, my friend, actually simple present tense is very easy. Okay, again, same rule. Now, my friend, you put always I or he or she, okay, that subject. After that, we need to put what? Let me take red. The action. okay? Wake up, brush, or do, all right? But am I adding ing? No. Am I adding anything else? No, okay? I'm not adding anything. I wake up, I brush my teeth, I do my homework, all same. Okay, here you don't need to add anything. But this is for I, you. Let me write here. For I, you, we, they, nothing. You don't need to add anything. But if we're talking about he, she, it changes. So let's first write some examples, or let's at least mention. For example, we said, I wake up at 6:30. You wake up at 6:30. We wake up at 6:30. They wake up at 6:30. All the same. You don't have to change them. Okay? But I want to say my brother. Okay? So I'm writing here. My brother. I want to change these sentences. For example, my brother, let's say, wake up at 6:30? No, because my brother, we need to say what? My brother wakes up. My brother wakes up at 6:30. Okay? Or I need to say my brother, let me write here, my brother, who? He. Okay? My brother brushes his teeth every morning or at night. Okay? So here, the most important thing, my friend, you need to add what? S. Wakes up, eats, brushes, has shower, does homework. Okay? This S is very important. All right? Now, I will try to show some more examples with this S before we go. Look, my friend, here this whole text, okay, said by Alex. Alex said, I wake up, I wash my face, I brush my teeth. But I want to change this I to what? He. Now I am telling Alex's story to you. Okay? Not Alex, but I am telling it. So now let me show you how I can change. Look, my friend, please follow from the screen carefully. Here we are. Hi there, hi there, his name is Alex. Look, now I'm telling Alex's story, I'm changing it. Hi there, his name is Alex. And he wants to tell you about his daily routine. He is a student and his day usually starts early in the morning. It's very hard. Every day, he wakes up at 6 a.m. He wakes up. He always sets his alarm clock to make sure he doesn't oversleep. Then he gets out of bed and heads straight to the bathroom. He brushes his teeth and washes his face to feel refreshed. After that, he goes to the kitchen to have breakfast with his family. He usually eats eggs, toast, and drinks some orange juice. He loves spending time with his family in the morning. Now, can you try the rest on your own, my friend? Okay, it's little, hard, but you can try it. Try like mine. Next, he leaves for school. No. Now, please stop the video and try to read it. Change I to what? He. Add S. Do this now, my friend. All right, my friend, have you finished? How was it? Don't worry, you tried, okay? That's the most important thing. Because we'll have many activities. We'll do so many activities together, okay? So, my friend, now I'll show you some more actions, okay? Some more verbs. Please look at the board now again. Look, my friend, talk, walk, like eat. These are, normal verbs. So we can say, for example, he talks, okay, with S, or we can say she walks, okay. We can just add S. But I will show three different actions, three different verbs. We need to, change a little bit. For example, go, we need to write in this way. Look, he, not like this, not just S. We need to add ES. Okay, for example, he, here we are, he goes. He goes to the school every morning. He goes. If you say I go to the school, okay, I go, no problem, because remember, we don't add S in I, you, we, they, okay? But if you are saying he, then he goes, or he has, not have. I have, okay, I have my breakfast at 9 o'clock every day. I have my breakfast. She has her breakfast. She has. So that changes. And do, let's write she, do becomes what? Does. She does her homework. I do my homework. Okay, so these are very important. Cool. Now, my friend, again your turn, but don't worry if you can't, don't worry, don't be sad, all right? Because after it, I will show you the answers. Now it's time to practice. Now, my friend, look, I'll put 5 different sentences on the board, okay? Stop the video and try to choose the correct word. For example, number 1, she work or works in a hospital. Which one? Choose the correct one. Do the same for all 5 questions. Now it's your turn. All right, my friend, have you finished? Let's check them all together. Look, my friend. Number 1, she what? Works, of course. She works in a hospital. Why she works? Because she, right? If she, what we use? We use S. She works. They soccer every Saturday. What did you choose? They play. Amazing. There is no S if it's they, right? They play soccer. Perfect. And how about he? Oh, I just showed, remember? He what? Does. He does his homework after school. Okay, perfect. The birds. What did you choose for this one? The birds. How many birds? One? Not a bird. Not one bird. Birds. Many. Then what do you need to choose? Sing. Why? The birds, they. So many. So the birds sing beautifully in the morning. Not sings. Pay attention. Sing. Well done. Number 5, we go to the beach during the summer. We, of course. If we, there is no S, right? Well done. Very good, my friend. You did a great job. Okay, my friend. So we saw some examples of positive sentences, okay? Now let's check some negative sentences. Here we are. Again, this is our text, and I took some sentences from this text, okay? For example, I brush my teeth, they have dinner together, she goes to sleep around 11 p.m. These 3 sentences are from what? From the text, all right? Now, I want to change this into negative. How? Again, very simple. Look, we said I brush my teeth. Great, positive, simple, present tense example. Now, if I want to make negative not, there are 2 words. Don't, doesn't. Very important. So, I am writing here, don't, doesn't. How to use? Look, I brush my teeth? No. I don't It means do not, okay? But always we use don't. I don't brush my teeth. Look, I don't brush my teeth. Nothing changes, my friend. Everything same, okay? I brush my teeth same. If not, just add don't after I. I don't brush my teeth. I don't have my breakfast at 9. I don't have a shower in the morning. I don't walk every day. That's simple, okay? Then, my friend, again we have one more. They have dinner together. They have dinner. We need to add what? Don't. Because I want to use in a negative example. So how I say? They don't have. Am I changing any other thing? No. I just what? Put don't. They don't have dinner here together. All right? They don't have dinner together. Look, my friend. If I, you, they, we, what do you need to use? Don't. I don't have my breakfast. They don't eat together. We don't walk every day. You don't study every day. Same, okay? Then we have one more thing, which is what? Doesn't. Where to use? Of course, with he, she, it. Okay, so I put one example with she. Please check. She goes to sleep around 11 p.m. Positive sentence. Let's change it to negative. How? She, what I need to write? Doesn't. Of course, very good. She doesn't. One more very important thing, my friend. I'm not saying she doesn't goes, but what? She doesn't go. Here, this S, I need to throw it again, okay? She doesn't go to sleep around 11 p.m. She doesn't go to sleep. Or he doesn't have his breakfast, not has, okay? He doesn't, because when you put doesn't, same action, no S, okay? In your mind, my friend, in your mind, quote like this. I put what? Let me have green. I put S here. Doesn't. S. So I don't need two S. One doesn't. Later go, walk, study, eat. Okay, not eats. No goes. No wants in negative. But in negative, we have what? Doesn't. Is it clear? Well done, my friend. So same for he, okay, it, she, or. Now, let's practice. I want to make sure that you understood, all right? So let's practice, my friend. One more activity for you, okay? So, again, take your notebook, take your pen, and get ready to write sentences down. Now, my friend, look. Fill in the blanks activity. How many sentences? Oh, this time I'll put 10 different sentences for you. Okay? There are some positive and negative negative sentences. Okay? Try to fill in the blanks. All right? Don't worry, later I'm here to check. Okay, my friend, have you finished? Cool, well done. Now, let's check together, okay? Check your answers. And if you have questions, please ask me. No problem, no worries, okay? Now, let's check, my friend. I'm following here. The first one, my sister, the guitar every evening. So, my sister, but it's saying not play. So, you need to build what? Negative sentence. So, how? My sister doesn't play the guitar every morning. If you said plays, directly correct it. My sister doesn't play. Number two, we have lunch because we, it's a positive normal sentence. The train, it. The train, what? S. So the train arrives. The train arrives at the station on time. Cool. Number 4, the sun. Again, what? It. Pay attention. The sun, what? Rises. S. The sun rises in the east. Perfect. And number 5, she. Again, positive sentence. And with she likes to read books. Perfect. And number 6, Tom and Sarah, what? They. Tom and Sarah. But it's saying build a negative sentence because look, there is not. So, Tom and Sarah don't watch movies on weekends. Don't watch. Why don't but doesn't don't? Why? They. So it means they don't watch movies on weekends. Okay? Then my friend 7, she. Again, it's saying not drink. So we need to build what? A negative sentence. So she doesn't drink coffee every morning. Okay, perfect. And let's say the last one, the teacher. Okay, the teacher what? He or she. The teacher explains. Please follow. The teacher explains the lesson to the students. All right? So how was it, my friend? Are all your sentences correct? Yeah? Cool. Well done, my friend. Give a round of applause for yourself. Well done. Clap, clap, clap. Okay, so we built positive sentences and negative sentences, okay? But how about questions, my friend? So let's, build some questions and see some examples together. Questions, we already know, yeah? Cool. So, my friend, look, the first example, I watch some movies on TV. Now, I want to change this into question. Simple. Remember doesn't, don't? Okay, look. Does not. Do not. We make it short. We said doesn't, don't. But normally it's does not, do not. Now I am taking this does and do for questions. Now you already guessed, right? You already know that which one we use with do or does, right? So now, look, I watch some movies on TV. I'm changing it. I want to say, do you watch? So look, I start with what? Do. Do you, or of course you can just say, do I watch? But it's not logical, so I'm changing. Do you watch some movies on TV every day? So, do you, question, do you watch some movies? Look, my subject, who I'm asking the question to, you. So, you with what? Do. We with do. They do. Alright? I do. So, do you watch some movies on TV? Or do we watch? Rest. Do we watch? Okay? Do they watch? First, you need to put do, then the rest. Right? But look, if she, this changes. For example, she does her homework every day. Okay? Then how I build my question? Does she? Does he? Okay? Look. Does she do her homework every day? My friend, look, here we have two very important things. This does, pay attention. Let me take my green. This does, okay, and this does totally different. Okay, please don't confuse. But this does and do, they are same. They are our action. But this does is like do does, simple present, do does. Okay, now please watch. Let me change it into red. Does she do her homework? Why I said do? because I don't need to write again S. I already have here with does. Does she do her homework? Does he eat, for example, his breakfast? Does he eat? I'm not saying does he eats. That's why I'm not saying does she does. I'm saying does she do. Okay? Or let me write one more example. Does, for example, he. Because does with what? He, she, it. So does he, for example, walk? Am I saying walks? No. Does he walk every day? Okay. Does he walk every day? Yes, he does. No, he doesn't. Okay. But if I change this he into she, what? Same. Does she walk every day? Am I adding s? No. Okay. Good. For example, or let me check that. Let me say this one. He does his homework. How can we change this into the question? He does his homework. How? Does he do his homework? Okay, does he do his homework? Cool. Now, how about with I? For example, do I, right? Do. But with he, she, it, does. Okay, so again, like in negative, throw that S. No need. S only in what? Positive sentences. In negative and question, we have what? Does and do. Okay? Don't forget it. All right? Now, look, my friend, let's do in this way. I'll write just one sentence. Let me clean my board. Let's choose one sentence from here and let's change it into like negative, positive, and question. This will be my last example, okay? So for example, let's write, they have, look here, we have this sentence, they have dinner together. Now I'm showing this is positive. Negative how? They don't have. They don't have dinner together. Okay, look, I add don't. Why? Because they. Now I'm showing you the question. How? They do. Then how? Do they? Do they have dinner together? Okay, this is what? Question. Tick. I think now it's clear. Okay, now I am changing this into what? He. Okay, one more example, last. He not have what? He has dinner at, for example, let's say 7 p.m. He has dinner at 7. Now, I'm changing this into negative. He, what? Doesn't. He doesn't have, not has. He doesn't have dinner at 7. Okay? Now, last, I'm changing this question. Let me make it question. He, then what should I choose? Do or does? Does, of course. Does, what? Does he have dinner at 7? All right? So, now this is also what? Ticked. Well done, my friend. We've done with question forms as well. Now, check these two sentences. Let's try to fill in these blanks together. Okay? Now, look, number 1, blah, blah, the cat sleep. We need to put sleep on the couch. How? The cat. First, try to think. The cat, what? It, or he or she. Okay, so then how do we write? Does, it's question because we need to start with do or does. Okay, does the cat sleep on the couch? Okay, sleep, not sleeps. Okay, does the cat sleep on the couch? Second example, my friend, they blah blah study English every week. They. Then do or does? What? Do, of course. Do they study English every week? Okay, do they study English every week? Well done. Perfect again, my friend. You are amazing. But of course, we have speaking part as well. All right. Now, I'll put four different questions. I'll ask four different questions. Okay. My friend, speaking is, very important. So please try to talk, try to speak as much as possible. Okay. Talk. Like always speak, always speak. Okay. So now, the first question here. What's it? Do you wake up at 6 o'clock every day? Do you wake up at 6 o'clock every day? Don't say this or no, I don't wake up at 6 o'clock or I don't wake up at 7 o'clock. Don't say, okay? Like try to speak a lot. So, for example, let me show you one example. No, I don't wake up at 7 o'clock every day, but I wake up at 5:30 because I work. My work starts at 6, okay? I have breakfast at 7. Try to talk a lot, okay? So, one more time I am asking, do you wake up at 7 o'clock every day? Now your turn. Okay, question number 2. Do you have breakfast in the morning? Question number 3. Do you go to school or work by bus? Question number 4. Do you draw in your free time? Well done, my friend. You did a great job. Alright, my friend, this is all for today. Thank you so much for watching me. You did a great job, my friend. Well done. So, if you liked my video, remember to hit the like button and wait for the lesson 6. So, my friend, stay awesome, stay connected. See you soon.